Okay, guys, you just listened to the interesting podcast about writing messages. So, once again, what was it about? Yes, great. Who else? Yes. So, what does X mean in messages? Yes, a kiss. And the more X we write, the more affected we are usually, yes? And who remembers the podcast question? Which language does have 74 letters? Yes, come here. You are great, guys. And who appeared in BBC show? Radio show, I mean? Yes, right, a Cambridge University professor. And does anyone remember her name? No? Okay, never mind. Great anywhere. And what did she say? Why does X mean a kiss? Yes, yes, great. Yes, it's because of its original pronunciation. You're right. Yes, that's x. It's nearly a kiss itself. Yes, x, kiss. Okay, and well, when do we usually use this X in messages? More specifically, to whom we send them? Yes, to close friends only, of course. And who remembers the funny case mentioned in the podcast? Yes, it's really funny, yes, sending these kisses to the revenue service. Okay, guys, you did a really good job with this part. And now I want to ask you about the speech itself. Let's grade the general understanding of this speech, yes, on the scale from 1 to 10. I mean, was it hard or easy for you? Okay, yes. Uh, I want to ask you to discuss the number with each other and come up with the one general number, okay? One general grade. Okay, great. You you think it's 8? 8? I think that's great, guys. And what about the accent? Did you catch some accent in this podcast? Yes, you're right. Yeah, the main host, they don't have any specific accent. But what about professor? Yes, yes. Yes, great guys, she has. And which one? Who paid attention? Great, British one. Okay, guys, that's pretty awesome. And now I want to show you this slide, this message. Yes? Hello, Leah. How are you? Looking forward to meeting you at the party. XXX. I want to ask you, do you usually use these X's in your messages when you write to someone? Yes, almost all of you. And what about you, Ali? Oh, you do. That's great. And what other signs do you usually use? Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. And what is your favorite emoji? Do you have some maybe favorite ones? Great. Great. And what about who can tell me about some, let's say, modern messaging tendencies? Yes, some trends maybe. Yes, yeah. You can share your ideas and your favorite these emojis with each other. That could be quite informative for all of us. Great. Okay, and what kind of communication do you usually prefer? Is it messages or maybe video calls, voice calls, or maybe some specific social network? Yes, yes. And you, Nia? What about you, Nadia? Great, guys. You did a really good job. And maybe you have some questions due to the podcast, or maybe you want to add something or discuss something. No? Did we cover everything? Okay. Great. And now I want to talk briefly about pronunciation. Today I want to discuss TH represented with th and s consonant sounds. You know, TH is considered the most difficult sounds to pronounce for non-native speakers. Thus, some may pronounce think instead of think, and mispronunciation of that sound affects on the word's meaning itself. So it's pretty important to pronounce words correctly, yes, properly. Okay, let's try to pronounce the general S sound. It's really easy because all languages have that sound. To pronounce S properly, we need to push our tongue to the gum ridge and pronounce and close the teeth and pronounce S, S. Yes, try you. Yes, yes. So you did a good job. It's easy. And now let's try to pronounce properly TH sound. Yes, that's th, th. To pronounce this sound properly, we need to leave a thin space between our teeth. Then put the tip of the tongue between the teeth, like this. And yes, you need to stick the tongue out. And then in this position, we need to exhale, trying to pronounce kind of S sound. So let's try. And then you should repeat after me. Th, th, th. Now try you, Ali. Th. Great. You, Nia? You, Nadia, try please. Th. Once again. Sorry. Tip of the tongue, yes, between your teeth. Th, th. Great. So let's try to read these minimal pairs and practice in pronunciation of that sound. So thick, sick. Now you, Ali, myth, miss. And now you, Nadia, thumb, some. Great, guys. I have the list of minimal pairs here. Now I'll give you this material so you can practice these pairs later at home. Okay, and now let's listen these words in the phrases and let's try to identify the correct sound, okay?
Minimal pairs practice. S and the. Mouse. Mouth. The mouse had a piece of cheese in its mouth.
Okay, which consonant did you hear in the first part of the sentence? Yes, great. And in the second one, it was? Yes, you are right. Okay, I'm gonna give you this link to you also, so you would be able to listen the rest pairs later at home and practice on your own. Okay, guys, you did a really good and great job today. And now let's continue with some other interesting exercises and activities.